Okay, so I'm just giving a regular introduction here. And once again, I am doing the voiceover. And what I have to do is I'm recording the audio in another phone through just my regular camera. And then I'm going into my app in my computer and recording the audio and uploading it to the video because I don't know that I have an app that I can do a voiceover in with the video. So I'm doing my best because I didn't want to redo the video all over again. And hopefully I'm not leaving out any important information. And I don't remember what I'm talking about at the beginning of this video because it was earlier this morning and I didn't quite get around to doing the video. But okay. So I'm talking about this milk here. I probably was explaining how my 2-year-old was breastfed and that she's having a hard time transitioning into a regular milk. But she does like that brand. It's called Horizon, Organic Horizon, and that happens to be a low-fat milk, and the flavor is vanilla. So she started off just taking like 1 or 2 sips, and she never finishes the whole carton. And right off the back, I don't remember how many ounces. I think it's like 6 or 8 ounces. And it comes in like about that pack in a 6-pack. But it does come in like a 12 and 18 pack. And they also do offer strawberry, chocolate, and just regular whole milk. But that one happens to be the vanilla flavor. And it is a low-fat milk. And you might hear noise on top of noise. Because I'm recording on my phone, and then my daughter, while I'm uploading it, re-recording it to my computer, she might come in, so it might come to be like 2 of the same people talking at the same time. It might be confusing, but it is what it is. I have to do what I have to do to get it recorded. And I think I was just explaining, I'm just showing the milk again. Just probably explaining that if anyone is having trouble with their toddlers or any other family members drinking regular milk, that you can try that vanilla flavor. And it does have like a sweet, it is kind of sweet. And I like personally don't like milk. I never can just drink like milk by itself. If I'm eating like cookies, I can drink a glass of milk, but just by itself, I just don't do it. Like never. I haven't never been able to just drink it casually. I did used to enjoy the chocolate milk when I was younger, like school age, and my mom made me stop drinking the chocolate milk. For some reason, she said it was like extra sugar. But in here, I was just like explaining that you want to be careful when you're getting your different kinds of milk. This one was like a shelf stable milk, so it's in the on the shelf. It wasn't in the freezer section, and I'm just showing here that it does contain vitamin D. So when I was breastfeeding, I had to give her vitamin D drops. So this milk does contain vitamin D, and yeah, there's more than one different kind of vitamin D. So this is just like one source of vitamin D, and also just like the sun. But like in the grid down, lockdown situation, you may not be able to go outside, or there may not be sun for a few days, and depending on the emergency that's going on, it might be something with the weather. So just want to make sure when you're buying your foods that you're checking. You don't want to just like assume that because something is cheese, or for instance that it has calcium or vitamin D or both. So you want to go ahead and make sure you're reading for labels. And I don't have this milk right in front of me, and I was going on to show that it does have some other nutritional minerals, and I don't really remember right off the top of my head, but you probably could pause it in some in. And here I'm just giving another example of a shelf-stable milk that's in like a bigger container. This one happens to be oat milk, and it was from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And I'm just explaining here that you just want to be careful when you're buying your milk and before you stock it up. And that I was looking on there, I think for both I was saying like the expiration, this is not a long term storage item. They both expire within a year. And the one oat milk, I had it gotten it about a year ago and is expiring actually tomorrow. And then the other one, I believe has a January expiration date. And I kind of have to charge my computer up real fast, so I'm gonna connect my charger because I'm watching a video while I'm doing my audio recording. But I was just explaining also that along with you checking your nutritional values, the vitamins that you also want to check if you're that interested. I mean, if you're interested in like perhaps eating a more clean item, because I know there was like 2 or 3 different ingredients, 2 or 3 different ingredients that are not to be like so nutritional. There's like some kind of gum, and another thing is like the natural flavor. The Horizon milk does say natural flavor, and that's supposed to not be as healthy for you. And as far as like long-term storage, you do want to stick to like the original flavors. The things you want to have like add extra flavors like the strawberry and chocolate. The shelf life might be not as long as just the regular without the flavoring. And I was saying that there's like some guy that I follow on Instagram. He goes around to stores and he just kind of reads the ingredients on the labels and tells you, for instance, like the natural flavor. He would just find like a better alternative milk that has more like natural ingredients, because some of the ingredients, like I said, in other countries or whatever, they make the same products and they don't have those ingredients. They have like different ingredients. For instance, like in Cheetos, in another country, I don't remember which one, instead of having like the red dye number 4 and the yellow dye, like the Cheetos, they have like turmeric and some other kind of natural vegetable for just like the dye. Hopefully she can handle that with my 2-year-old. I don't think she knows that I'm recording. But yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard for me to do my videos. That's why I tried to do them this morning. And the morning was the perfect time for me to not have any interruptions. And I'm just trying to like get through it. Because the longer I go without doing my voiceover, the more I'm going to forget what I was talking about. And I don't really remember what I was talking about here. But in the video, I am explaining that these are like shelf-stable milks. And this one is like a great one for if you're lactose intolerant. And they also have like almond milk. And I do drink both. This one in particular is kind of watery. And I don't like it because it's like unsweet. And then it's kind of like a little slimy. I don't know what's the correct term. But it's kind of like thin. But it's kind of like thick. So I guess slimy would be the best interpretation. I don't really know. The texture is just kind of thick. I guess kind of like how your oatmeal water would be. So just imagine making like thick oatmeal and just draining just the liquid from the oatmeal. But yeah, for just like short-term storage, these are a good item to have. But along with these, I do also do the powdered milks and canned milk. And as far as powdered milks, I haven't been able to find a brand that I necessarily like. They all leave like an aftertaste. And I get it because they're, it's more of a long-term item. But I also do like the canned milk, just like the pet milk, the evaporated milk, the sweet condensed milk. all of those. And of course, those do come in like no fat, low fat also. Excuse me, you just have to like read the labels. And then you do want to be careful when you buying the milk because some are sweetened already and some are not. So you just want to be careful on the sugar because like the condensed milk, usually if I'm using it for, like for instance, if I were to use it for cereal, then I would just like thin it out with adding just water. So it wouldn't be like as sweet. But usually most people use the canned milks for like baking and cooking. And here I'm just showing the prices. And right off the top of my head, I don't remember the prices, but I will go back and put it in the comment section. But basically, I think the 6 packs were just just under $10. So I guess if you're about it online and get it delivered just by itself, they'd probably be a little over $10, depending on the shipping and handling. And I usually do buy mine from either Kroger or Walmart. And I used to get the 6 pack because, like I said, she just started drinking these, so I don't really have a lot of them. And she doesn't even drink all 8 ounces in one sitting. Because the one that I had opened it a few days ago, and she didn't drink all of it, so I put it back in the refrigerator, and I just made her cereal this morning with it. So here, I'm just looking at the prices here, and I'm just comparing the different prices at the different stores, online stores, and I did find it. It had it listed for Walmart, Instacart, and something else. But I don't remember. I'll go ahead back in the comment section and write the prices that I found. And then I'm just probably explaining that there are actually 12 and 18 packs. And then this brand, they do. I first heard of this brand because they do sell like half and half. So I used to work at a restaurant, and it was my first time seeing this brand. Because I just buy regular milk. I usually don't buy organic. But it definitely is, this milk in particular, flavor is great for, if someone that doesn't really like milk, drinking milk by itself, because even when I drink it by myself, it is like I'll be able to drink it just alone. Just to me, it was just like kind of on the sweet side, a little too sweet. But I mean, for now, if that's what it takes for her to get her vitamin D and calcium, get her milk in, which, like I said, she doesn't drink a lot. So I'm not really concerned about the sugar amount of sugar that's in it. And here I have no idea what I'm discussing. I think toward the end here I was talking about the canned and powdered milks. Yeah, I really don't remember what else I could be talking about here. I know I was explaining the different other types of milk for long-term and short-term storage. So this would be just like a short-term item, and I know I said that already, but I just don't want the video just to be quiet without saying anything. But on the other note here, if you didn't watch my other water emergency video, I was just explaining that this morning we were having problems with our water from the night before last night, and the water did go off about 7 p.m. And after I did my videos, I ran my bath water. We only had hot water, so I just ran it hot water, and the water didn't really kick back on until almost 11 o'clock. So, it's definitely a good reason to always have extra emergency water on hand for just like personal hygiene reasons, cooking, and just drinking. And I'm just going to take like a quick pause to see if I can think of anything else that I mentioned in the video that I forgot to mention while I'm doing the voiceover. And I really hate that I had my mic off and didn't realize it, because in all my videos I was adding extra tips that wasn't really like on topic. I was talking about some other things. Oh, and one other thing I did mention in this video is that, like I was saying earlier, when you're checking your ingredients, you also want to make sure that you're getting the complementary vitamins to go along with the help with absorption of that particular vitamin. For instance, I'm not necessarily saying this is the correct order or something. I'm just like giving, for example, if you need vitamin, just say you need vitamin C to help absorb vitamin D. You want to make sure that you're getting foods with both vitamin C and vitamin D, because you might just only focus on getting vitamin C, but you really need the vitamin D to help absorb it. So that's what I was saying earlier. You do want to read your labeling, and you don't want to just assume like a particular food item has certain nutrients or ingredients. Because sometimes I've assumed like that some cheeses do have calcium or vitamin D, and sometimes they have like neither, because it's not even real cheese. And then also, just like even milk, sometimes some milks they don't contain vitamin D, but the one oat milk that I was showing from the Dollar Tree, it does have vitamin D in there. And this video is getting toward the end. If I forgot to mention anything else, I will just link it, put it in the comment section of the video. But thanks for watching, and I will see you back soon.